It is good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to the Pip Grabber Trading Session. Once again, here with the FxBigDog as we go ahead and take a look at some trade opportunities, chasing after 20 pips in the market here in this session. We also have a trade copy that's doing absolutely great. We'll talk about that later. For right now, the Canadian dollar has moved big time based on the news. We had a rate decision, they kept the rates unchanged, and the Canadian dollar had just absolutely rallied on us. But the question here is it going to sustain itself? Are we going to see this continue? Or are we going to go back to the open that the initial move took place? Well, we'll go ahead and talk about that and look at trade opportunities right after this. See you in a minute. Alrighty, traders. Well, yes, we're back for another Pip Grabber trading session. Hopefully, everyone is doing well and doing great this week. We had 4 trades that took place yesterday, and all 4 trades paid off. You can see the Pip Grabber trading trade copy is doing absolutely killer. We're up. Let's take a look right here. This is not the this is not the one right here. Let's go to the. This is it here. Pip Grabber Conservative. Where's my Pip Grabber? Hold on a second here. Pip Grabber Tool. Let's go back to this right here. There we go. I'll get it. I'll find it now. There we go. All right, so this is the Pip Grabber trade Copier that's doing absolutely awesome. 85% up for the year. We're 6% up for the month. We are currently, if we take a look over here, oh, there, that's what I was looking for there. We currently are showing, let's take a look at the pips. We've got 800 pips for the month. So 6% up for the month with 800 pips captured. We're looking at total pips for the year. Total pips for the year is 14,000 pips for the year. 40,000 plus pips for the year. So it's doing absolutely awesome. And we'll continue to do that. Now, traders, if you're interested in the trade copy or anything that we do here in the trading session, check out the description. There are links down below, information about what we do and the things that we have available. Go ahead and check it out. With that being said, let's go take a look and see what's going on in the market this morning. So we had the news that came out. It was the Canadian news. And if you go to the Canadian crosses, specifically CAD Swiss, we saw this big rally after a dip back down right here. Now, I'm going to take a look at the chart, and this is the daily time frame. And I did notice that we did have a level here that we noticed that price may come back to retest. And that's what just happened over here. We had a multiple tests over here, and we did have a conversation in my trading rooms saying that if the market trades below this level right here, we could go down to this level of support right here. But we never broke out, and price continued to rally. Now, the question here is this strong enough? Is this move strong enough to sustain itself? Is the news that the rate decision unchanged is going to be good enough to be able to keep the Canadian strong? Or is U.S. oil actually going to be the driving force and bring back price to where we are going to see a deeper correction move? Once again, if we do break through this level of support right here, we should be getting back down to this. Now, we're going to be talking about trade opportunities in a moment, but let's go take a look at a quick look at U.S. oil. Why are we expecting U.S. oil to dip? Well, take a look here. I'm expecting U.S. oil to dip, and I know I had this conversation with Boris just a couple of about a week ago. I think it was about 5 days ago. We had a conversation about this, and I said to Boris, "Yeah, I'm bearish on U.S. oil." He's like, "Well, that's interesting because there's so many people that are bullish on U.S. oil." And I said, "Well, I get it, but it's when I say I'm bearish on U.S. oil, I'm actually thinking about bearish short term. So if that's going to be the case, then yes, we can see the short-term move. I'm still long-term bullish on U.S. oil, but at least in the short term, I'm looking for a bearish sell-off. And that's pretty much what we're trying to figure out right here. We're trying to figure out whether or not the short-term move that we're looking at right now is going to help us to sustain some sort of opportunity as we go ahead and look to trade that further back down south. So let's get into let's get into the actual trade opportunity this morning as we dig into the details and figure out what is going on. And yes, good morning, everyone. Denise, Mason, everyone else here, good morning. Good to have everyone here. Just another reminder that we are broadcasting on multiple platforms at the moment. We're broadcasting on the FxBigDog YouTube channel, the Traders Network Club YouTube channel. Plus, we are broadcasting on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, all of those platforms. But we are going to start scaling it down and not broadcast on those channels for much longer. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, then you may want to go ahead and do, whether it's the FxBigDog channel or it is this channel right here. You want to subscribe to this channel because we are going to be broadcasting and dedicate all our time to the YouTube channels alone. So make sure that you go ahead and follow me also on Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, traders, without a shadow of doubt, I'd like to see everyone go ahead and smash the like button so we can get this video and get this algorithm going, Google algorithm going, so we can get a lot more exposure as to what we're doing here in the Pip Grabber Trading session. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on right here as we take a look at opportunities. So we looked at yesterday. Let's go ahead and reflect what we did yesterday. And I'm going to have to pull in. My trading account from yesterday. Let me see if I can find that. And here it is right here. Let's pull up that account. And okay, so this is the one right here that we let me go ahead and pull it across this side here. All right, so this is the setup that we had yesterday. We had 4 trades in yesterday, right? If you remember, we had the Aussie CAD. We were selling Aussie CAD. That one paid off. We were selling a New Zealand CAD. That one paid off. We were buying US dollar CAD, and we managed to get out of that trade before we saw a big dip to the downside. And then we were trading let's see here, the Euro US dollar as well, and that also was a buy. We went ahead and profit on that. So all 4 of the trades from yesterday we paid off. So now let's go take a look at some trade opportunities, and let's figure out whether or not we are going to get in on some more trades. Now I'm going to go to the Canadian Swiss. I am in on the Canadian Swiss and I'm selling. And I'll be honest with you, greed surpassed my need by far, all right? Because on this particular trade, we were looking at the setup whereby I was looking to profit right about here. And I said, man, I really want to see what happens with the news. What I should have done is taken at least 50% off the table, cashed in about $3,500, and then gone ahead and wait for the market to go ahead and rally back up again if the news went the way it did, and then re-enter again to get myself into more profits, because eventually we'll either get back to break even or we'll be in profits on those trades. So I got a little greedy, I'll be honest with you. When the market was over here and I was in profit, I didn't take that $3,000 or $3,500 off the table. I stayed in on that trade, and now it's gone back up again. So which means that I haven't really lost, but what I did is I missed out on an opportunity. This was a huge opportunity for me, not to only cash in about $3,500 on this, but also to be able to re-enter again once we cashed out on this, re-enter again, selling right here, looking for price to go ahead and move back down to this level again. So, it is what it is. I'm pretty ticked off that I didn't do that, but that's what happens. When you miss out on the opportunity, you just have to accept that it is what it is and just move on. But let's go ahead. So I'm currently already selling on the Canadian Swiss. So I'm not going to look at the Canadian Swiss today, but we do have other pairs that we can go ahead and take a look at, right? And I'm going to go ahead and address that in a moment. So let's take a look at here. Now, traders, I would love you guys to go into the comment boxes and post any sort of request that you guys want. Specifically, not this session, but anything that you would like me to go ahead and discuss, talk about, teach a little bit on. It will be done in the FxBigDog channel. So if you want to go ahead and send some, messages, some comments through as to what you would like to see me do more of, I can certainly go ahead and do that. Use the comments box to do that. Now, let's take a look here. There's a couple of we've got a couple of questions here before we go into the market right here. An indicator potential early rate hike. Okay, so yeah, we got Bank of Canada ending QE, got that, and they're also looking to possibly increase rates. We know that. Not only do we know that with the Bank of Canada, but we know that this is basically all central banks are trying to do this. They're all hinting for a possible rate hike to control inflation. That's what they're trying to do. But they've got to get GDP up before they can even do that. So they are stuck between a hard place and they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Sorry, I went blank for a moment there. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment right now with regards to how they're going to be able to address rate decisions. They can't just go ahead and go aggressively. No, that's not going to happen. Now, Denise says, on which platform? YouTube? Yes, we're all going to be doing everything on YouTube. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, another trader right here says, so I'm so glad I closed out my US dollar CAD and my Euro CAD trades before the announcement this morning. Well, fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I got that. Thank you, Denise. All right. Denise says there, rock in a hard place. Yep, that's it. I got it. I eventually got it. All right. So let's go take a look over here. Now, as we look at the next pair I want to go ahead and review is going to be the Aussie CAD right here. The Aussie CAD is setting up, if I look at the daily time frame, and I can just take away the indicators right here. If I look at the daily time frame right here, I did notice that we did have a wave 1, 2, and then a 3 up here. Now, we did get strong CAD that's pushed this pair back down, but this could be just a retracement move, right? Because if we look at the market swings, based on this right here, we've got a wave 1, 2, 3, and take a look here at the oscillator. The oscillator is in an overbought condition, which means that there's going to be some pullback, but know this. If we're going to expect some sort of correction move on this particular setup right here, we got to have, and we absolutely got to have, we got to have a dip in a rally to give us this divergence here, right? If we get some nice divergence, bearish divergence right here, that would mean that price has to drop and then go back up again and create a new high. Maybe even take out that high. Maybe even fulfill, check this out, maybe even fulfill a 127 right here at the fifth wave. Isn't that going to be an absolute killer opportunity to go and sell the Aussie CAD bearish? Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do in the short term, though, are we going to follow the upside moves? Well, let's go ahead and pull this up on a 4-hour time frame. Here it is, a 4-hour. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look at all the inside swings, the internal swings right here. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look right here. Pull in some fibs from here to here. Oh, I already have it. Are you kidding me? There it is. Bring up some fibs from there to there. Here's the next fib level right here. And wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute right here. Did the market already hit the 1.27 right here? Huh. Funny business. So we already hit the 1.27 right here. What does that mean? Well, that means, traders, that we're looking for a correction move in the Aussie CAD. Now, this might be Aussie, this might be CAD that's been the mover on this, but we're looking for price to go ahead and dip back down to this level. We're looking for price to go ahead and retest this level right here. Okay? Because remember, when we complete a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the 127, what happens? What happens? We're expecting, all right, we're expecting price to fall south towards this fourth wave. So it's happening. So which means, traders, that if there's going to be a correction here, we want to get in and sell it back down south towards this level right here, right? We want to sell the move to the downside. Okay? Now, if we're going to do that, if we are going to do that, then what we want to do is we want to go down to, let's say, a 15-minute time frame. And now, all I want to do on the 15-minute time frame is I want to look to see how far can the market correct itself before it continues to move back down south. So, yeah, we have a low. I don't believe we took out the high right here, but we had a low right here. Let's double check. Let's double check here. Let me zoom in on this so everyone can see. So everyone can see, including myself. All right, looks like we did take out, we did take out the high there. So I was actually going to look at this. This would have been perfect. This would have been a perfect wave 1, 2, and then 3 down here. Now pull back on a fourth wave and then look for price to move back down. That would have been perfect, okay? Didn't happen. Now, we could come back to retest this level right here. And if we do come back to that level, let's go ahead and put it over here. Come back to that level right here. That's going to be, let's see here. That's going to be about a 25 pip rally. Okay, that's perfect. Because what I want to do is I want to enter on every 25 pips. I want to go ahead and enter the market. Now, let's go take a look at our Pip Grabber. And let's see here. Do I have it set up here? No, I don't yet. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and get my Telegram set up right here. Telegram. Where are you? Let's go ahead and pull up my Telegram and take a look at these signals that we just got. If we got any sell signal on the Pip Grabber right here, let's go ahead and take a look here. Come on. There you go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull that over here. I'm going to put that over there. All right, good. So let's take a look over here as I go all the way back down below. Looks like, check this out. We did get a sell. This was at 10:30 this morning. We got a sell at around about 92.55. Do we pick up another sell on that? No. So 92.55 was the last sell on the Canadian Swiss. There we go. We took profit right here. So we did take profit this morning around about 10 o'clock, but then at 10:30, we got back in on a sell at 92.55. Okay, so that's telling me, that's giving me a little bit of confidence saying 92.55. We're now trading at 92.75, so there's going to be another entry point right here. So which means, traders, that 92.55 is down here. This is where the trade copy got in right here. We're about 25 or about 20 pips higher. So what I'm going to do is I think we're going to get in on a good opportunity. Now, even if price goes up another 25 pips, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and sell again right here. But I'm going to look for my 20 pip profit. I believe that the Aussie CAD will go ahead and trade much lower. So let me go to my let's go to Aussie CAD right here, and I've got my my Pip Grabber Trading Tool that I'm going to use here, and I'm going to go ahead and sell at market right here. There it is. It gives me the option. Do you want to go ahead and open a sell position? Yes, I do, sir. And so there it is. Now I'm in here, and I want price to go ahead and work its way back down to the target right here. I can see where my target's at right here. This is where I'm going to go ahead and capture my profit. So this is my break-even point. My profit-taking point right here. Okay? Good. So my net profit is going to be at, I'm targeting 92.54. So 92.54 is going to be my target. So I'm selling the Aussie Canadian, and I'm chasing off my 20 pip trade right here. All right, let's go to the other pairs. Let's go take a look at Euro US dollar. Man, look at Euro US dollar right here. This is the 15, but let's go to a 4 hour first. So we've got a lot of choppiness happening right about here. You can see how the Euro US dollar is choppy here. And so there is this consolidation that I know that some of you might be concerned about. So let's go to the 15 right here. So this is the consolidation right here. And we're at the bottom of consolidation. So what do we do when we're at the bottom of consolidation right here? Right? We normally buy, right? We buy. But then traders say, well, big dog, aren't you worried about the breakout? Because if we break out, then we're going to be chasing after the 1.618. Actually, no, I lie. No, I lie. Because check this out. Here is wave 1. Here's wave 2. We hit the 1.618 right here. Now we're in the range of the fourth wave range. If we break out, we're going to go to the 1.27 right here. So if we do break out here, the furthest it can go that I'm expecting is down here. So if that's going to be the case, how far is that? Let's take a look right here. That's going to be about 31 pips. That's okay. So if I buy here and it goes further down south and I get to that level, it's going to be able to pick me into a second position. And then if price comes back to retest this level, which you will be expected, then I'm going to make my 20 pips on that trade. So does it make sense for me to want to buy Euro US dollar right now? Type in maroon right now if you think it's a buy for right now. If you think it's a buy, top up buy on US dollar, the Euro US dollar right now. If you think it's a good place right now to go ahead and buy. If you don't think so, type up a no in the chat right now. Type up either yes, all right, meaning buy, type up buy, or type up no if you think it's not a good idea to go ahead and buy right now. All right, Gregory says go ahead and buy. All right, so we got one guy. Fantastic. Out of everyone, we've got one guy says buy. All right, we got another one that says buy. We got Mary says no. Are you kidding me? All right, anyone else? Rodney says yes, it's a buy. Okay, that's Rodney Major. All right, so I agree. It's a good place to go ahead and buy. Now I'm going to go to the Euro US dollar right here. I got enough evidence to say let's go and buy here, and we're going to go ahead and chase off 20 pips. Check out. The 20 pips is right at the top of the range. Now, if I am wrong, thanks, Ollie. If I'm wrong right here, okay, then that means that price is going to go down further down south. I'm going to be picked up over here. If it comes back to retest, I'm going to cash out with profit. So I'm got sort of like there is definitely some sort of madness behind everything we're doing right now. We do have a sort of like a strategy behind us. And so what we're doing at the moment right now, we absolutely are playing the market based on not just the opportunity, but also we're also looking at the worst case scenario. If the market does go further down south, where could that possibly go, and how can we take advantage of that? All right. Yes, there's the method behind the madness. Absolutely fantastic, good stuff. Now, good trader who says here, nice week forming on the 1 hour support. I'm currently in a buy. All right, so everyone likes this. Now, keep in mind, what time is it? It's 11:54 Eastern Standard Time right now. In the next 6 minutes, this candle is going to close out. Another opportunity that looks positive. All right, another pattern, another candlestick that's giving us confirmation to want to maybe go ahead and buy. So yes, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so let's go take a look and see what else can we do here. So we're in on the Euro US dollar. What else we got? What else you got, big dog? Let's take a look at New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD. Nice little rally right here. Listen here. Even if we do go back up to the original opening price right here, the market's going to create some wave structure. If it's a small wave like this and it does something like this, there's going to be wave structure. Even if it wants to go back up to the original open. And even what I said about the Canadian dollar, that it could go ahead and weaken because of US oil dropping. We could absolutely still see some wave action taking place. So whether I do buy or I don't buy on the New Zealand CAD, it doesn't really matter. All right. because we're going to get some waves and the market's going to be able to give us opportunities. So this is what I want to do. On the New Zealand CAD, let's take a look at the 4 hour. All right, so on the 4 hour, we have this big little spike to the downside. Now, if you're in my trading rooms or in the, I believe it was the session we had. No, actually, it wasn't a session. It was actually the weekly Forex BattleGround video. Check in my YouTube channel. Look for the weekly Forex BattleGround video that we did. And we spoke about the New Zealand CAD right here. And we did point out that there is a buy opportunity here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The buy opportunity that we're looking for is not only to the retest of this backside of this trend line, but it was also saying that, hey, if we take out that wave 4, that might even be the opportunity right there. So if I look at this right here, with price trading back below that level, I'm going to suspect that we're going to get a retest right here, then maybe another drop before we see a long-term rally. That's because US oil is going to weaken and we're going to see some weakness out of Canadian. So if that's the case, then maybe it's a good opportunity for us to sell the New Zealand CAD just in the short term to grab our 20 pips. But we're gonna definitely have a backup plan. And our backup plan is that we're going to go ahead and cost average this, right? So if we are wrong, the price does go up, at least at some point it's going to do this, come back down, take us out of our net profit because we'll have multiple entries in, then go ahead and rally back up north. If it does go higher, we'll cost average in, but we will eventually take up a profit on this trade. Now, let me go to a lower time frame. So, firstly, number one, we're going to get a bit of resistance coming off this. There's got to be some resistance coming off here, right? So, if price is going to find resistance right off here to the support, we could get a pullback. Let's take a look and see how much. Well, 33 pips down here. All I'm doing is chasing after 20 on this. So I'm going to take a short-term sell on the New Zealand CAD. So this is going to be a short-term sell on New Zealand CAD. Let's go to New Zealand CAD right here. New Zealand CAD, we're going to sell this pullback right here. All right? Going to sell the pullback. So I am in short. We look for price to come back down here. It's going to be a quick dip. If we do enter more positions, that's okay. All right, so which means if you look at this trend line right here, take a look over here. If you connect that low to that low right here, we're going to cross over here. All right, let's take a look at see what it looks like here. So from there, cross over, look at that. We're going to have a bit of resistance. So there's going to be, either it's going to be a little bit more rally, but there's going to be a dip, and then a rally back up again. And if it dips further down south, takes out the low, okay, no problem. We'll deal with that later. But right now, let's just grab that 20 pip on that trade. Now, I don't believe that Pip Grabber actually sent out a trade on the New Zealand, because we did close out the New Zealand CAD right here a little earlier on. We closed that out at 10 o'clock this morning. But let's go take a look and see, did we get in? No, we have not got in on the New Zealand CAD position again. So we're going to be keeping an eye open for that. All right, we'll definitely keep an eye open for that. Let's see here what else we've got here. Yeah, all right, cool. So let's go ahead. All right, so we're selling for this pullback, this little bit of pullback right here. That was not the 15, that was a 30-minute chart, but we're waiting for that little bit of pullback. Let's go to US dollar. Let's go to US dollar right here. This is US dollar Canadian. All right, so I'm going to hedge those positions I took on the Aussie CAD and New Zealand CAD by using the US dollar CAD to do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the larger time frame on this first. Okay, let's take a look at the larger time frame. So larger time frame, if we look over here, we got a wave 1, wave 2, right? Let's go mark that off. Here's wave 1, wave 2. Then we got down to the 1.618 right here. So we're actually looking for a correction move. So that means, oh, you know what? I don't even want to hedge this. I don't even want to hedge this. Are you kidding me? I really don't want to hedge this because it looks like we definitely got the right direction here. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little closer up right here. So here we have a wave structure down here, wave 1. Then we hit the wave 3 right here. Then we had an internal wave 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and extend this all the way through to this point right here. And I'm going to notice that we haven't taken out that low. Let's go up here. Notice we haven't taken out that low right here. So I have this rising wedge, and yes, we expect the price to break out, but look how it's pulling back right here. I'm going to go to a lower time frame. I'm going to go to the 15 right here. Okay, so I am going to do a little bit of a hedge. Now remember, we said that US dollar CAD, we said that the Canadian is going to get weaker in time based on oil prices going lower. But now, if we take a look at the trades that we placed on the New Zealand CAD and the Aussie CAD, we were selling both of those. New Zealand CAD sell and Aussie CAD sell. That pretty much means that we're going to see still a bit of continuation, at least short-term bullishness in the New Zealand CAD. So what I am going to do is I am going to counter this. Instead of selling US dollar CAD like we did with the Aussie CAD and New Zealand CAD, I'm actually going to go ahead and buy this. I'm going to buy US dollar CAD. So I'm going to go into the chart right here, into my account. And by the way, if you're wondering if this is a live trading account, yes, it is. This is a live trading account. And so what I'm going to do is on the US dollar CAD right here, I'm going to go ahead and put in a buy right here. And I'm going to look for a 20 pip upside grab. All right. Oh, okay. So I've got, let me see what I did here. Oh, I got the pin position. Sorry, I should change that. Oh, snap. I only went in with, oh, golly. I only went in with one micro lot here. Not what I was planning to do. All right, so let me wait for this to get out here. I see I've gone in with multiple entries here. Perfect, but I've only gone in with one. Let me just get out of this trade right here. And I'm going to go in as soon as I'm like break even on that trade. And then I just want to go ahead and make an adjustment to my... All right, we're just about, let's see here. Wait a minute. Give it 1 second. We're down 1.2 pips on that trade. Forget it. Let's just take that little loss. All right. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and adjust that. And I want to adjust it to this. All right, perfect. Let's go back in the buy. All right, there we are. So we're back in the buy right here. We're looking for a 20 pip grab on this. We're buying it. If the market moves down a little further down south right here, I'm going to be okay with that because I'll get back in on a 25 pip, but I'll be able to go back up to my first entry point right here and make profit. So I'm doing a little, this is a little hedge against my New Zealand CAD and my Aussie CAD. So which means I'll take profit on my US dollar CAD while the Aussie CAD and New Zealand CAD enters another position. But if it does go ahead and rally, we'll go ahead and cash out on those and then expect the New Zealand and the Aussie CAD to go ahead and fall back down and go ahead and take some profit as well. Now, Denise says here, that, but we sold the New Zealand CAD the other day, correct? Yes, we did. Yes, we took profit on the New Zealand CAD the other day, and it was a sell. Let's take a look and see right here. Where did this come from? Huh, that's interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look over here this week. And yes, we did get out on that. Let me take a look here. Where is that? There it is there. Yep, it was a sell, Denise. So yes, we did take a sell. Yes, we did. All right. All right, cool. Well, that's it, traders. That's what we've got right here. So we've gone in. Let's go ahead and do a recap on this. We've gone ahead and sold Aussie CAD. We've sold New Zealand CAD. We went ahead and bought US dollar, Euro US dollar, right? Let me double check on that. Yes, we went ahead and bought Euro US dollar right here. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we bought Euro US dollar right here. And then we also jumped in on the US dollar CAD, and we went ahead and bought on US dollar CAD as well. So both US dollar CAD and Euro buys, and then New Zealand CAD and Aussie CAD, we went ahead and sold. So we've got 4 trades in. Once again, we'll take a look and see how that played out. Traders, thanks very much for coming in today. Once again, a reminder for everyone to make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that today. And if you haven't smashed the like button yet, go ahead and smash the like button as well. Remember, we broadcast every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys are there. If you have any questions about the trade copier, please go ahead and email info@tradersnetworkclub.com, and we'll give you the information you need on trade copier. Plus, check out the description. It is available in the description as well. And with that being said, traders, once again, don't forget to go ahead, wrong button, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, there it is. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see everyone next time. I'll see you in the next video. This is FxBigDog signing off.